I make these videos on starting over at 50, not because I have very much that I do with it, but I want people to understand that they're not alone. Starting over at 50 is something that a lot of people go through. And the more of my friends that I talk to about my experiences, my sort of reinvention, my need to be resilient after my entire business collapsed during the pandemic, all of this, I have discovered that I am not alone, and neither are you. If you clicked on this link because it said starting over at 50, you're not alone, I want you to realize that this is a really common thing. My kids are all out of the house. I have one out of college. I've got one who's a freshman in college. My wife and I are adjusting to this whole new thing of being empty nesters, and I'm trying to rebuild my career, where I spent the last 12 years working as a professional speaker and master of ceremonies. Live events got wiped off the map for 15 months. And now, as these events are coming back, I'm starting to find that the industry is a little different. And I'm trying to maneuver where I fit in this. And it's a perfect metaphor for what's going on in my life. My father always told me that at age 35, you would figure out who you were, that growing up, you're not done at 18 or 21, that somewhere in your mid-30s, you look around and you say, oh yeah, this is me, the good parts and the not so good parts. But what he never told me is that when you're in your mid-50s, you could go through something entirely different. It wasn't so much figuring out who I am. He was right. At 35, I came to that realization. But then in my mid-50s, I lost myself. I realized I wasn't even sure who I was or who I wanted to be. So I am now on this path where I'm trying to rediscover and reinvent myself. When I turned 50, I made a pledge that I was going to make age 50 to 75 the best years of my life. And for the most part, over the last 5 years, I've lived that. I've tried new things. I've pushed myself in new ways. I'm reinventing my whole career. However, one of the things I wasn't ready for was this sense of being lost, of being adrift. However, as I've studied Taoism, one of the things that I've come to realize is that we're all adrift. It's like water. We're all flowing through, and there's obstacles that get in our way, and we find a way around and we keep going. And I've just embraced the fact that at this stage of my life, I don't have to know who I am. However, it's a good idea to start deciding who do I want to be. So that's what I'm working on. And I hope you'll come along on this journey. If you like these videos, I don't know, I've done like 25 of them. Go back and watch the others. If you don't like them, go away. What are you doing here? But in the meantime, I'm always happy to have a quick call with anybody who's going through that. I do a little bit of coaching. I'm not trying to sell you anything unless you want to work with me. But if you want to have a conversation, I'm happy to chat for 10 minutes. So reach out to me. My contact information is really easy to find. Just go to tomsinger.com. My contact information is right there. Send me an email.